Remove, renew, rally. Verse 11 says, here there is not Greek and Jew, circumcised and uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave, free, but Christ is all and in all. Do you realize how amazing it is that we're united in this place right now? Look at this crowd. 9 a.m. on Labor Day weekend, boom sauce. You guys are awesome. But represented in this crowd are so many different people from so many different backgrounds, social classes. I mean, just in New Orleans, we love saying that we're all New Orleans, but man, do people get real territorial about their neighborhoods. I feel like half the time I'm having to hold back those of you who live out here in Jefferson Parish from those who live in Orleans. I feel like any moment our church is going to have a war with each other. We should probably all get it out of our system and have like a huge battle ball fight out here on the field or something like that. And so many different people, but yet such unity. Do you know why that's possible? Christ. It ain't me. I've gotten emails from some of you. Pastor Rob, that was too long. I know this week. Pastor Rob, I just can't look at you anymore. Where's the beard? You've disrupted the Spirit of God working through you. There's no way I can keep everyone together. What is the common denominator? But Christ is all and in all. Listen, the church is not called to be cultural. The church is called to be countercultural. And Paul wrote the church in Colossae at a time when the church was unfortunately pretty divided in many ways. The city of Colossae was divided, and the church seemed to stick with the city. The different divisions Paul mentioned were racial, not Jew or Greek, religious, circumcised and uncircumcised, cultural, barbarian, Scythian, social, slave, free man. Listen, the church is not called to be cultural. We're called to be countercultural. Think about the division in our world today. The church should be different from the world today. But unfortunately, sometimes the church, even in the city of New Orleans, is still the most segregated place in our country. We hang out in people groups that we want to hang out in. I want you to know that Christ has called us, especially in this political season, to rally. We are called to set our focus on Christ, who is all and in all. Normal human distinctions and divisions are overruled by one's union in Christ. He is the great uniter. Listen to me, and I know this could be controversial, because even other churches make this their goal. The goal of Vintage Church is not just to rally all cultures. I went to a game this past week in the Superdome where that happened. And oh, by the way, as a result of that football game in the Superdome, there was not salvation. The goal of Vintage Church is not just to rally, to get people together. The goal of Vintage Church is to rally all peoples, all nations around Jesus. That's the goal. Jesus goes first and then to racial equality. Jesus goes first and then to social injustice. Jesus is our lens.